welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Gophers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Gophers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking for a crease, it's Wallace. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15.
Let's go!
The give to the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
There's the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. So Michigan State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this window.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boyd. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Using his legs, it's Gilliam. There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Glenn. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. Slithers into space. Brings into the open. Finally rustled down the senior, but not. He picks up some valuable ground.
You know what? Everybody gets... on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got room to work. Nice move to keep running. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
On the option. Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Williams will pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The Spartans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football. Situations.
Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down. What matters the most, you can tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
He's got it, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll leave it with their own back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. He misses his man. The accuracy. Not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Boyd. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got it, first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Toss to the outside. At the 45 on his way. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again. I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Lanier. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks. Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long, it's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast. Did he line up in the backfield? On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab, it's Booth. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hold and fire complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hands it off. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Booth. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Connection to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough. Across the line to pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
They'll send out the kicker here. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Collier. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Boyd. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense.
Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Spartans are on the move. Might be changing the route. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And that's a really good play by this cornerback. I mean, you usually keep inside leverage. You don't want to give up anything easy over the middle. Nice job playing the out route, getting his hand on the football, and making the deflection.
It'll be third and long. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
That is a big win for this defense. As they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
He'll toss it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the battle. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Golden Gophers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 4. Big pickup there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. This is a designed run. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Williams will pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Quick catch on 3rd down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. His drive will open from the 15. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Hard running there. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Williams looking for a man. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Going to the running game. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Spartans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Spartans! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Minnesota! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage pass.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st down. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Spartans enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
QB swipes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Caught over the middle. It's Walsh. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man. It's Booth. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last chance coming up. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch